Hey folks, in today's episode, William and I unbox and share Pike Shotte by Warlord Games, along with the Samurai Starter Army. Stick around.
You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Welcome back, folks. Today's episode, William and I are going to unbox the Pike Shotte War Game, right? Which is a supplement based off of Warlord's Black Powder game, which is their Napoleonics era type game. But specifically for the reason of getting to play this setting, which is the Samurai Starter Army.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this.
I know Samurai is your thing.
Yes, it is. So
the more I've played games with you, the more it's brought me into it. I know you and I have played some Shogun. I think it was one of the first Samurai games that you introduced me to.
Yes.
And I loved it. Then I picked up Samurai Battles by Richard Borg, published by Zvezda.
Yeah.
We played some of that.
Which is actually getting republished by GMT Games.
Looking forward to that. I think we're both on
the P500 for that.
So we're both going to have a copy of that. But this is the first time that I'll be playing a true miniatures game, war game, in the Samurai setting.
Well, this will be the first I'm doing a true miniatures war game, period. I play war games, but...
Like Hex Encounter and
Hex Encounter, but like yes. So more, there's a board, and I can only move so many spaces. This is outside of
using rulers.
Yeah, outside of the realm of Games Workshop realm. This will be the first non-Game Shop work.
I'm glad to hear that. So, I've done a lot of war games. I just never some historicals. I've not done a lot of the samurai battle stuff, and pretty much none of the historicals in the more World War II historicals. That's what I've been in, but not this far back, right? What years? This is 16th and 17th century for Pike Shotte as a rule book set.
And this goes from 1463 to 1603. So same era, but just in a different part of the world.
Let's get in it. So there we go, folks. Let's start off with showing off the rule book. So this is the rule book. The rule book for Pike Shotte it started off as a supplement to Black Powder. So Black Powder is their, Napoleonics 1800s war game. Beautiful war game. Max Burns loves it. This set was an expansion of that, or just like a print expansion, but they decided to give the guy who set it up the ability to create his own full rule book to get us into a setting when the use of pikes were still around. So the combination of pikes along with arquebus, that kind of a setting. So we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see some of the beautiful artwork in this book. They do a great job in the rule book itself, because we're showing off both. The rule book itself does a great job of walking through a lot of the history of how Pike Shotte warfare was handled, who fought in these battles, how to play a war game. It just really walks any new gamer into this time period. I had no idea this was a thing, and I'm learning about it now.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, I play a lot of these games on the computer realm. So,
and I'm not a computer gamer, so
I play a lot of war strategy games. I'm a Total War. I'm a Creative Assembly Total War fanatic. I own almost every title.
So this is really going to get us into that setting. It provides some scenarios, and this goes into kind of like the English and French battles, and the English versus the Civil Wars.
I think it goes into 30 Years' War, War of the Roses. There's even the War for Scottish Independence. So it goes through all around those time frames, so to speak. If not, they go closer to that. There's scenarios, and then there's scenarios for different things from what I've seen. And then, of course, this whole Warlord series is you can actually go even further back.
Yeah. And for me, it's learning about how Pike was the dominant. Pike was the dominant method of warfare then. That it was like, the porcupine right? Walking the battlefield, just stabbing people out.
It's basically Pikes came out and it was like, hey, look, ever heard of a Greek phalanx? It's the same thing, but this time we got guns.
Yeah, and that's the key is the support by the arquebus. So that's the Pike and Shot rulebook. I began reading through this rule setting, but now we're going to unbox for you the actual what we are excited about. So not the rulebook, but the Samurai Army. Get in there.
So this thing's got a lots of models for what this
It's like 120 something models.
So if you do the math, it's less than $1 a model, I think.
Yes, it was. See over here, I'm gonna slide this up. This is William's stuff.
Yeah, I went a little bit and got some extras.
So we decided we're both gonna go in. He's gonna get a starter set. I'm gonna get a starter set, but William couldn't live at that end. He had to go and upgrade with some additional units to add to his army. So
I'm gonna get the other one too.
I'm gonna have to step up my game and get to that level too.
All right.
What's in the box?
So what's in the box? Is yours taped on the side?
I haven't opened it. You saw that. It was still a shrink.
Oh, yes it is. So let's get in there. No, I don't like that one close to you.
No, don't trust me with it.
No, I don't trust you at all.
You can see it's the first time really truly
Yeah.
unboxing this box. I haven't got into it at all.
They pack it in.
Did they?
Oh yeah, in mine it's
Here, I'll help you out.
it's
I'll hold this.
Yeah.
We'll do this together. Oh.
How many guys?
How many Puerto Ricans does it take to open up a Warlord box? There you go. Ta-da!
So here is the supplemental rule book for just this era.
Let me run through that. Let
Yeah.
me run through that a little bit. So let's make some room here. You know, I got a camera too. There it is. So here is the Armies of the Daimyo. So this is the supplemental expansion to the rule book. This is going to edit the rules in the rule book to be specific to the type of strategy and tactics used by the daimyos in the Japanese civil wars. Is that what we call
This
them?
is the war of the warring states, the Sengoku Jidai. It's the most famous of the civil wars that.
What he said.
Yeah.
It provides the units and their unit stats. It's going to provide the changes to the rule set. Of course, beautiful artwork to provide you with, inspiration for how to build and paint, what they look like.
Yeah, correct. So definitely going to be something that I'm going to use as a template to what we're going to do.
Gets into the special rules, talking about honor and the special leaders that and the daimyos that were involved in these battles. The Sengoku Jidai battle. Okay.
Yeah,
Close.
You're getting better.
It has been worse. So there's scenarios in here specific to the samurai setting. Talks about how to place terrain, what type of terrain you would use. So and then advertisement for their now discontinued game of Test of Honor, which was a skirmish game based in the samurai setting.
I think they're trying to bring it back, but I'm not sure because there would be like a version 2. But yeah,
So that is the supplement that comes in there. That's gorgeous.
Now I don't know if I've just realized this, and then after go online looking more. Warlord Games does this. I don't know if have you ever opened any box from them?
Yeah, I've had Warlord for. I did Warlord's naval game. So Warlord has a World War II torpedo boat game, Cruel Seas. So I've had that. I've had Warlord for their World War II game. The miniatures, the 28mm miniatures bolt action, both first edition, second edition.
Which is very good stuff. Yeah.
I like that.
Well, the reason why I say that is what I like about it is like they always put a card in there.
Yeah, with the person's name, with
whoever packed it. So this one is
Mirella.
Well, yeah, they're in the UK, so good luck with that one.
Oh, Mirella.
Yeah, Mirella, yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mirella. We appreciate you.
So inside, let's go get some more reading material. So they gave, since this kit comes with the 3 additional packs you can get, so you can come to the starter kit. So it comes with the Ashigaru missile troops.
No, so more info.
So the
Sprue guide, so it kind of gives you the
yes.
layout of the sprues.
Then you got the Samurai Horseman, and then you have the Ashigaru spear units here.
You can see both sides. Provides you, the front side gives you information about the unit, the completed version of the models, some beautiful artwork to inspire you, and then the back side gives you the lay of the land for each of that sprue to tell you what each individual piece is. I wish more games came like this.
I wish certain companies did that. Yes.
Well, you know, GW's gotten pretty good with that.
Yeah,
they especially with like Blitz Bowl. Anyway, this is about the samurai game. Yes, this. We need more of this from everyone.
Now,
tell us what these pieces are. Where do they go to?
Exactly. They actually tell you what is that. That's a left arm. That's a right arm.
Yeah.
You know, for those of us who know the first language is not
I
English.
mean, you don't want to put something on backwards. Let's keep going.
So here's all the decals, and that's from the Takeda clan. Which
and I think that's, to me, it's not as cool. I'm a little upset about this one because it only gives you. Okay, so this is hard to see, folks. I'm gonna get this up towards the camera a little better. Let me know when you see it.
So there's a white one, and then there's the black ones based on what background you're going to be. So if you're going to use paint black flags, you're going to have the white symbols, mons.
These are mons.
And then vice versa.
Each daimyo had a mon, which was a symbol. These are water transfers.
You also can put this on the chess pieces if you wish. It's up to you.
But they only gave you one daimyos.
True, but you can go to their website and they allow you to order, I think, another 6 or 7 clans. You can get a pack, which I may do. So, because mine comes with the same one, so if you want to play Takeda, you can. I might go Oda. I'm not sure. It depends. So now we go into sprues, which is a lot.
Well, knowing me and how I really don't stick to history when I do historical games, I don't know. I might have like a Koki frog as my daimyo sign, you know. or
so they did
mon.
They did little nice things so you can stack them in there. You see that?
Okay, so when they're stacked in there, let's show that. So as the sprues themselves, they're stacked inside, and they have pegs on each sprues. That way they stay one on top of the other stacked well. And that's big because you ever gotten a game where the sprues are just thrown in?
Yeah, and these are.
But then when they ship, they start to rub each other, right, and move around and shift around, and then pieces snap off. Right, like little tiny pieces begin to snap off the sprues because of the shipment.
So
that I've never seen before, where you can stack them when you put them in the box.
So
and they
if I dig my hand all the way to the bottom,
that is pretty cool.
I'm trying to get my hand all the way to the bottom, which is hard because there's just. Oops, sorry.
You can stack them, just don't throw a box on them.
But I mean, here you go. I'm just gonna pull them out. This is how much.
Oh jeez. How tall of a tower can we build with these sprues? They keep coming out of the box, Will.
That's just one half. That's not even half the box yet.
Let's make a sprue tower. I know, folks, this is not very reverent to the pieces.
I gotta have fun with my toys.
I have fun with my toys
before I put them together.
Look at this tower of toys.
Oh, look, I got a whole stack together.
This is the stack. Oh, I'm now feeling overwhelmed.
I got more. I got even more than you.
I am legitly feeling overwhelmed right now to think about assembling this tower.
Hold on. And then here's all your bases. Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
From reading the rule books, from what I can tell, everyone's got to have a general. So in the starter kit, which is packed by Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie.
Ronnie packed the starter kit. Thank you, Ronnie.
No, he packed just this, the most important one. The
pewter.
The pewter commander, which obviously that's got to be cleaned up a lot. But so here's.
Here, let me get my camera zoomed in a bit tighter so I can share that with the folks.
You know what? After taking it out of the box and seeing it stacked like that,
isn't it scary?
I will say this: I did put some together at home, and
there's your What do we call this? The samurai daimyo leader? Is it daimyo or?
So he would be the actual. I think he's supposed to represent the daimyo.
So he's like the general.
He's
or
a
the leader,
daimyo, and then you would have the
himself.
general, which I forget begins. I think it begins with an S. They have a specific names for his little for the generals.
So he has a horse. He's mounted.
Yes,
katana on his hand.
All samurai were mounted warriors at one point.
And
at the very
then
beginning.
you get an MDF base to go with it to place him directly on there. So he gets his own base. So that's your samurai.
Yeah, because he's got. I think so that general piece is going to have the biggest base because it's representing of how important. Yes, it's not going to fit. So here you put that.
Oh, jeez, look at that.
But I will say this. If you look at there's only 1, 2, 3, 4,
We'll move that
5.
out of the way so you can show the people.
So there's only 5 torsos on here. So there's enough for only 5 dudes. But the options.
that's nice.
So that's what it is. And this is the missile. This is a bow. These are the bow and arrows. These are archers. So
Let me see the archers. Let me show the folks at home. We'll zoom in here so you can see this sprue. I'll take you on a tour of the sprue. You got your flags. You've got your quivers. Those look like individual legs,
yeah.
left and right.
Yep.
You've got individual arms, left and right. More quivers. Torsos here, so you got some torsos there. And then it gets into the weaponry. So we have the arms here holding back the actual, pulling back, drawing the arrows. And then you get some heads. So it's lots of, even though there's only 5 torsos on there, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 heads.
Yes.
So lots of variety.
Some have facial hair. Some don't. They have war face. Some don't.
I'm sure you want to find it. Wow, I'm a little overwhelmed at what this is gonna be a work. This is gonna be a project, bro.
I've put together so far 1 base of dudes.
How many guys go on a base?
All right, so these are infantry bases here.
Yep.
And these will take 4.
Okay, so 4 infantry per
Yes.
base.
These can be So from my understanding, these can represent leaders within the unit. So
Okay.
you can put 2 on each. This is for an actual thing. When I go to the book, is for if you want to do convoy. So you can
Line them up in column.
You can simulate as though you have a column. You can play a scenario saying, "Hey, I'm ambushing you. So here's your dudes in a column marching." You can simulate that, so it shows that they're doing that. And you have individual bases, and then
These look like a medium size.
These are the infantry bases. These are the cavalry bases.
Okay, the bigger cavalry.
So
is it 4 figures on a cavalry base?
1 to 1. So 2
cavalry.
and then the individuals.
And then 4.
4 in here. So you can do 4 in here.
And
So
then
you can do
individual
the
on these.
blocks. So you can do infantry line with this.
So nice that it comes with the bases.
And then these individual ones, you can put them together to form this size if you want, which some people do, or you want to mix and match. But from what I understand, most of these right here are used for when you want to have skirmishers on the field. Okay. So skirmishers have to spread out, which we'll get into that another time. But
Well, I mean, this is.
and I have 2 other boxes, but all those 2 other boxes is just the same sprue. They're the same exact sprues, but in an additional box. That's it.
So you're just getting more units of the same stuff.
Yes. So I'm just more variety. And I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together.
Because you can assemble, because the options are on these sprues.
Yes.
You're just able to assemble them in different ways.
You have enough for 40 spearmen, 40 missile troops of bows and arquebuses. You have a metal commander, and you have enough for 12 samurai horsemen, and then 20 foot samurai.
Because they come in riding, then they dismount.
Yeah, some are dismounted, some are not, but yes. So yeah, there's a lot.
Folks, let me get back here. Yeah, I didn't expect that much plastic to come out of that box.
That's why I didn't want to tell you.
You kept it a secret.
I kept it a secret.
Because I'm mind blown. I truly am. I've never seen this out of such an not inexpensive, but not very expensive.
It's expensive because of of what you had to pay to get it. But if you break it down, you're getting a huge value. Less than $1 a model.
I gotta teach my kids how to assemble stuff. I think I'm over my head, but I'm excited because I love miniature wargaming, and I'm glad you're jumping into miniature wargaming. I love war games, and I do like Hex Encounter, but I think my first love has always been miniature wargaming.
And you know what?
Something about building terrain is so cool. Like putting terrain together on a table and building the diorama of the battle, it just brings the kid out of me.
Which we are gonna do as well.
So let's end off, folks, because that to me, I think I'll end the unboxing there. I will do some videos where you'll see me assembling and putting stuff together. But as we end off, let's share some of the stuff you've been 3D printing.
Yes, in anticipation. Look, moving more decals.
Just show the folks at home what you got there for the 3D printing.
All right. So what should we start off with? Well, how are you gonna feed your Japanese army unless you've got rice? So I've been printing up some rice bundles here.
An army fights on its stomach, right?
Yes, it does. So I got some bundles together. I got little individual ones. And yes, folks, I will be painting these. I will be painting everything, as time allows, Oh, but I didn't stop there. Sorry. I decided to...
I don't even know how to get this back in the box.
I decided to 3D print some walls.
That's nice. Look at these. So you get the
best
Japanese
part about
look
this is that
with the stone base.
You can even do it in this fashion, so if you're on a hill,
it can flex.
Yes. So yeah.
So with your 3D printer, we now have the ability to actually have some Japanese terrain.
And I also made it a little easy to
magnets,
so you just put the walls together. I have corner wall pieces here. I have a gate for a castle. Walls that go to the gates. I have places to put clan flags in there. And then, because I deal with electronics, this is gonna be fun for me personally.
Yeah, you seem really excited about this one.
A lantern, which I will be putting together, which will actually flicker light once I'm done with it, which I'll have to assemble as well. But yeah, this is some of the stuff I 3D print. As you can tell, I started painting this piece here. I don't know if you can show it closer up.
Okay, I gotta ask Mirella how she got this stuff in here. Mirella, if you're watching Warlord Games, Mirella, if you're watching, how did you get this in this? It's like one of those boxes that you pull everything out of and you're never able to get everything back in.
You do realize it was hard enough for us to get the box open.
I mean, Warlord, you stuffed this box with content. Great work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good job on the 3D prints. I'm loving the signal fire.
Yeah.
The idea of the LED light.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a light in there and make it flicker. And
all right, next step for us is gonna have to be some shows where we get together Saturday mornings, real early, and we just sit here, assemble and paint, or assemble, and paint.
Yeah, I've only put together one base, and I did it, and it was like, oh, okay.
I've got the y'all folks saw where I unboxed the airbrush station. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have the airbrush station. It's already unboxed, ready to go, so we can prime easily, we can base coat easy. Yes. And we can just sit here on Saturday mornings, chit chat and assemble on camera for the folks.
Maybe we should ask the folks to see what 2 clans we want to do.
Clan Koki for me, because
I'm gonna go traditional, so I'll pick somebody from that
I'm
time
sure
period.
you will. You could just use the one that comes in the box. You got plenty of the.
He didn't. His clan didn't make it.
Oh, they didn't win?
They got wiped out.
Oh, okay. Don't pick a loser.
Yeah, the history behind that was, hey, it happens to all of us.
Well, folks, on that note, on that very sad note of an entire family being wiped out, I'm Carlos.
And I'm William.
Stick around, subscribe for more content. We're going to get more wargaming content for you. William and I are excited about. I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm not speaking for you.
I know. Well, yes.
About getting a war game to the table.
Look, I spent a weekend doing just this.
We're excited. So stick around, subscribe, like, hit the bell for notifications. Let us know what you think about this content. Let us know about more content that you want to see. What other games do you think Will and I should dip our toes in now that I've got him testing the waters with miniatures games? And he's got me playing in the more historical realm. So it's not lasers and swords and dragons.
We are gonna be playing Command and Colors.
Yep.
And stuff along like that in those realms.
Thanks for watching, folks. Beans and Dice Podcast. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Beans and Dice podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe.